everybody, welcome on in. I'm Sheila with Sweetie's Creations and Decor. Be sure and tell me hello if you're joining me on Facebook. If you join me on my YouTube channel, make sure that you give me a little heart and a comment, and I appreciate that. Good to see everybody. Come in and say hello. I know a lot of you are still visiting with family and all those good things, but we're going to do a couple of ideas today, some little quick ideas about transitioning into winter. What I do is I leave my snowmen out, angels, anything like that. I go ahead and take down my quote Christmas things or my Christmas trees. I go ahead and put those up, go ahead and get all that done because I don't like all that stuff from the trees, so I'm ready to get that out. But I leave all my snowflakes, my snowmen stay out. Now, it used to bother me, and I'd say, oh, they've got Christmas things on there. Y'all, they're not Christmas. They're winter things. So this shirt can be used all the way through winter. It's just got little snow people, and yes, they've got holly on them. Those are winter plants. Poinsettias, all that is for winter. So there's nothing wrong with wearing your shirts. Listen, people won't pay any attention these days if I wear this out. They won't really think it's Christmas, and if they do, hey, it's mine and I can wear it if I want to, right? So think about winter. For winter, you're going to have holly, you're going to have poinsettias, you're going to have the snowflakes and all those things for winter. So just about everything on my board can be used for winter. You can leave Santa out if you want to. That's up to you if you want to leave Santa out all year. My mother loved him all year, so she had a whole cabinet full of Santas. Our cow up here can still be used. Our little girl here has got some, looks like berries, and I'm not sure what those flowers are, but they look almost like roses. See, this lady here is also a winter, and you could use her also for Valentine's, but all winter. He's got some different colors on him, and so I didn't make him Christmassy. I just put him as winter. That way I could use him all winter. So I got these, I want to say they may have come from the Dollar Tree. I believe I got them at Dollar Tree this year. They've got the snowflakes on them. You can use it all winter. So we can make this one stuffed and make a little pillow out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that because I've got a few pillows over here. I'm going to show you how quick and easy you can do some of these things. So take your stuffing, and this is from some stuffing I had and then an old pillow. So get you those old pillows and you get tired of them or you find them. Now, I don't necessarily buy mine at the thrift store. Sometimes people give me stuff, but I usually just use my own. And when they get to where I don't like the pillow anymore, I'll take it apart. So you kind of want to, fluff it a little bit, because if you just stuff it in there, it's kind of hard. So I'm going to show y'all some of those that I've done. Just want to show you some cute, quick ideas that you can do for winter into Valentine's, okay? So these, I believe, were from the Dollar Store or Walmart. They may have come from Walmart. They have some there too. It'll be quick and easy. I'm gonna get some. I was gonna use the 3-in-1 fabric glue, but I think it's about yucky. I'll just use one of the other fabric glues. So you can do these on your sewing machine if you want to, but quick crafting. I'm all about just gluing it. Don't use hot glue. Unless you use the fabric hot glue, it will kind of just come apart. And if you have them in your attic, which I like to store mine, I put mine in plastic bins so they're out of the way and put them in the attic. So I don't want them to be, hey Maureen, how are you? Good to see you. Hey Mike, hope you had a good Christmas. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of stuffing. And these are the cutest little pillows that you can put around in a chair, or when you make your bed and you put several pillows on there. These can be used for that. I'm going to show you some other ones that I have that I use each year. And it's an easy idea. So we're going to make it pretty stuffed here. But just keep doing your stuffing. Take it apart. That's going to make it do better. If you just stick it in there, it kind of has lumps. So go ahead and pull it That's just going to give it a little little extra something, something, right? Look at Walmart, your Marshalls, TJ Maxx, all of those, when they start marking things down, a lot of people are not going to be interested in Christmas bags or something like this. They're not going to be looking at that. So there'll probably be plenty of it. That's when I buy mine, when they're on sale. Okay, y'all. You can pull the string and just make it just a bag if you want to. If you just wanted a bag to sit around, you could do that. I take mine, I push these inside. I don't take them off because you may want to use it for something else. You're just going to have a little bit of red there. That is fine. It's not going to be anything that's going to be a problem. Just stick it in. You may see that little edge. You could cut them off. I don't usually cut mine because I may decide I want to take this apart and use it for a bag for something, so I don't want to ruin it. So now, I can use a tad of hot glue, but I want to use the tacky glue or a fabric glue. Let me get this working. It's in a little stick-up mood today. Let's see if we can get it working. Yeah, it's working now. All right. I'm going to stick that back in and just take our glue, and I'm probably going to have to put a little extra here. I'm kind of pushing my stuff down so it doesn't get in the glue, and then you can kind of push it back up once you've got it sealed. So you're just going to seal these just like you would anything else. I'm just going to put a little clip to kind of give it a little glue right now because I'm not using any hot glue. The hot glue just melts, and it also, the hot glue makes them stiff. I do have some with hot glue, and I'll show y'all they're stiff, and I don't really like that. So I would rather do this. Just push your little red string in there, and it's okay if it shows a little because you can put this at the bottom. You can turn it to where that's on the bottom. Okay, let me get this sealed. And put that one there. There we go. That's going to kind of hold it. I'm going to take my little tool here, which is just one of the little dollar store, these little tools, and I'm going to push that down just a little bit and put a little bit more glue right there in the corner. Kind of hold that a minute. I'm going to move that down a minute to kind of hold that. Put one more on here. That's going to hold our glue. I'm going to push this one down a little bit. Okay, make that look a little bit better. Just put a little glue there. Okay. All right. So then you can turn it this way, and all of this will be at the bottom. So there's just a little pillow. And I'm going to put a little jewel on mine, I believe. Put anything on it. I'm just going to decorate it up just a little bit. Now this one has a little thing on the back. You can take that off. Yeah, I'm going to take that off with my tool. Hope that y'all will like these ideas. Just something a little simple, a little different. Okay, and I'm going to put this one on, and that's just going to give it a new little look because I like prissy things too. Okay, y'all, let me see if I can find some B7000 that works. Y'all know, I think that sometimes when it gets cool too, it kind of affects our glue. I keep mine in here, and this, you know, this room gets heat and everything else, but sometimes I think they just get the room temperature changing, just sometimes messes with your glue. I don't know what else would mess with it. Okay. That's all you got to do. If you want to put some ribbon around here, you can do that. Just some quick little pillows. I'll show you some other ones that I have. Y'all, the glue. Okay, I've made a lot of these several years ago. So here's one. This was a bag. This was a bigger bag. See how I put the red in there? Now this one had the red on the side, and it was harder to hide it. So what I do is I turn it this way, and when you put it on the bed, you really can't see it. And I added an old doily on this one. And look, it's snowflakes. So you can use it all winter. Doesn't matter that it's red snowflakes. I'm going to leave it out all winter. But I've got this check on my bed. And so I was telling my husband, he goes, I don't know why you want to take it. You don't have to put it up. Why don't you just put some Valentine pillows on there? So I'm going to leave my red checks out. And I'm going to take this. You could turn it around and you could take your bow off and move it if you wanted to. Or you could just make you some Valentine pillows. This is another one. I love this one. This one's got a little jewel at the top as well. I love the little jewels, so I've got those. Now, something else you can do with these bags. You can put them in a frame. So we're going to cut this one up. These were not expensive, so I'm just going to cut the front and back. Now, I will save this back and I can put something else on that. Y'all know I don't waste. You know I don't waste. So we can put something else on the back. You know what would be pretty on the back? I think stenciling something on there. Put you a piece of cardboard or wax paper or something underneath. Do your stenciling on there. Let it dry. And then you've got a little quick something for that. So on this one, for it to fit in here, we got to cut it anyway. Let's just cut that top off. We're going to cut the top off on this. All right. Now, you could take that ribbon out and you can still use it. So don't waste it if you don't want to, because you definitely can use it. Okay, and this is going to go here. So we're going to kind of get us a pattern here. I'm going to take our 5x7 that came with it. We're going to put that on the back and kind of get us a little bit of what we need. We're going to make sure that we don't. Now, maybe an edge of our snowflake may not show. I should have gone ahead and cut it off. That's okay. Now we've got this little piece, and we can do something else with it. Okay, didn't waste. All right, let's put this here, and let's see how much more we're going to cut off. Just kind of cut it for your frame. They have these little frames at the Dollar Tree. They're cute. Cute little frames. So let's kind of put our piece down here. Kind of get it lined up. Listen, y'all, we're just eyeing it. We're just eyeing it. Let's put this right here. Cut that part off. Now, we're going to take this. We're going to turn it to the white side. We're going to take our piece of glass and put it on the back. That's going to give her extra hold. Don't throw your glass away. Keep it in case you want to do something else with your frame. Or if you give it as a gift, then if they want to take that out and put a picture in it, they can. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it lined back up here. I had it just right, so let me get it back in. I see a little red fuzz there. Get that off. I don't know where that came from. All right, we'll put this backwards. We'll make sure that that doesn't show through. If it does, then we will take that out and put like a piece of cardboard or something. Let me get this glass back in. You know, they're always easier getting out than going back in, right? And then sometimes you got to turn the glass. It goes only a certain way. So don't get frustrated with it. It'll work. It'll work. Let's move this up just a little bit. Let's move that one a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's see how that looks. Let's see if it looks all right. You could trim a little bit more if you wanted to, but I think I like it. Now there's your quick and easy snowflake for the winter. Okay. Put some things on it so we could put some little, I may trim it just a little bit more, but it's going to be okay. I think once it sits, it'll be okay. What do y'all think? So we could put some berries on there. We could put, I've got some little snowflakes here. So you've got these little metal snowflakes you can find. You've got, yeah, if you want to use it all into the, you could put a heart in the middle and use it for Valentine's too. So that's just an idea. Here's a little wood one that you could put on here. Or you can take some of these little bitty ones and add a couple of snowflakes on there. Let me show you these. I've got some more of these in the freezer. I just forgot to go get them back out. Let's see, I like those three. So y'all let me know what you think. We can put some little snowflakes on there, or you can leave it plain. So I'm just going to show you a couple of ideas. So you could put a little snowflakes on there, and you could paint them and put them with some of your color white sand metallic on them and make them shiny. You could put a little glitter on them, anything like that you want to do. And then you can do something to your frame as well. Totally up to what you want to do. So you could just put some white here and just use a dry brush. You wouldn't even have to paint it. I kind of like that. I kind of like the color, but you could do something else. You could put a little blue on there if you want to. And then you could take these and you could put these in each corner if you wanted to. That's another idea. So you could put these in the corners, or you could just put a few here on your snowflake somewhere. Totally up to you. That's just a couple of ideas that you can do however you want to do it. And I think what I'm going to do, because y'all know me, I think I'm going to coffee stain my frame and coffee stain this a little bit. Wouldn't that be pretty? But isn't that pretty? It's just a bag. How cute is that? I think I'm going to do mine in coffee stain. Y'all know me. I probably will do coffee stain. So that's a cute little idea with the bags. Then I've got some bags somewhere of some fabric bags that are hearts. And I remember that I have them. I just didn't find them. And I'll put one of those in the frame. So even if you coffee stain it, you can change it back and forth. And then I've got some of these little paper bags. So I want to kind of show you these. I'm going to show you this one first, because I've had this one a little while. And I did this. I got 2 of these. And then I did something with these. And I think I'll do this one on... I love this little bag. I think I'm going to take this... Let's put those back over there out of my way. I think I'm going to take this panel here. This is just an 8x10 canvas. So we're going to take this sack here. Here is the glitter part. This was a glitter bag. It said Silent Night. I'm pretty sure this came from Walmart a couple of years ago. Here's the one with the glitter. Y'all know I'm not a big glitter. I could use it to make something. I'm fine, but I like the one that's not glittery. But this is a little bit, looks a little bit bigger, but I think I just cut this one off. But it's a little bit. So here we go with a little snow people. You got a tree. It doesn't have Christmas ornaments. You got little houses and you got the snow people. So here's you something for winter, right? It'll fit right for winter. They also have a piece of cardboard in the bottom that you can just take out. So you kind of just cut it apart. This is from Walmart. It was $1.92 when I got it. They had them 90% off. I paid 20 cents for it. So you can't beat that. Okay, y'all, this cardboard's not there. It comes. So there's your piece of cardboard to use. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Let's cut this bag. Let's see what we can do with this. Now, see, this one goes all the way around the side. So you could actually get... Oh, and this one does too. So you could actually get 2 different pictures with this. You know what would be good? What I would do, iron this out. Do part on this one. Do you another one that faces it. And then you would have 2 for winter. Inexpensive creating, y'all, because I know things are expensive. And I know sometimes we can't afford to get everything to do. And then some people say, well, I've got all that Christmas stuff and I hate to have a bunch of winter stuff. Just do you a few winter things that you can do on a budget. This is just budget-friendly creating today. I love these little snow people. I fell in love with this bag. But I think I'm just going to use this side. And then I'm going to take... I didn't hook up my iron, y'all. I think I'm just going to make it go in a little bit. I think I'm going to paint the background. And you know what I may do is I may cut some of those houses and move them over to here. So we could do that. We could do that. We can cut it off. I'm kind of going to cut it right here because don't want to take part of the tree. I'm going to cut it right there. Okay. And that's okay if we see an edge of that, okay? Then you want to cut off this part up here that has your little handle. Cut that off. You can kind of feel where to cut it because it's on a little... Don't cut your ribbon and you can use it. You know, if you can get it in here without everything coming every which way, what I do is just take this out. Take your ribbon out. Go ahead and pull it out. You could use it for a hanger on it. So if you wanted to keep that part, you could. I'm just going to trim it, take it out, and I can still use it. Let's cut this little part off up here at the top. It may not be perfect, but we're gonna make it work. You can also cut it with some fancy scissors if you want to. So you could use that. And if you wanted to use this piece here, you could do that. I think I'm just going to leave those little houses right there. Paint this background. Make sure I got everything off. I'll cut that just a little bit right on this part here. That'll get that little part off. Okay. So then we kept our houses. You could make a small thing with these. You could use the small part, or you could use that as well. So just some ideas to show you that you can use these bags to make all kinds of different things to go together. You could do this one and do the other side. Or you could take the glitter side, cut it, and you could use that side for your other piece. So don't throw these away, because you can make little small things, or we can cut them out and put them with this. So we can try that too. So let's see where we want to cut this off. I'm going to trim it just a little bit at the top. You kind of have to play with it and trim it, but it'll all work out. It'll all work out. Just trim it a little bit. Sometimes cutting, what I should have done is gotten that cutter out. Should have gotten my cutter out, and that would have been a lot straighter, y'all, than me cutting. I didn't think about it, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll just do it on there, and then we can always sand that off. All right, let's go ahead and paint our background just a little bit, just because I like to have some paint on here. This one feels like it's got some gesso, but I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the marshmallow. I'm just going to use my Paint Pixie brush. I love this brush. It's one of my favorites. This is the Little D. Little D. Now, if you do want brushes, I'm going to tell you my Paint Pixie link is in our comments. We can't post a lot of links anymore with Facebook. They won't allow us to post a lot of links anymore. So that's why there's not many links there. That one I think is okay if it's in there. If you want brushes, go ahead and get them ordered, because they are going to be, and some of them may be on sale. That'll be something that's going to be phased out, so go ahead and get your brushes. Y'all, we really need to pray for our small companies. They're all hurting. Y'all know that Digital Deco Designs is on a pause, and now Totally Dazzled, and those are both my affiliates. And so Josie said that the brushes just will be phased out as well. So y'all make sure that you support these small businesses. They're all women owned, and get you some brushes before they get gone. These are the best brushes. They are awesome brushes. And get you some paint while you're there. Just having girls' night. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. So just remember that when you are sad that you don't have a Valentine, it's okay. I've been without one. Listen, I was married and was without a Valentine, so it just don't matter. Who knows what they were doing. But they didn't get me a Valentine or anything most of the time, so that was okay. I just enjoyed life. You just have to. You can't make somebody do anything. You just got to just go with it or change your life. My husband that I have now is very thoughtful and always and he forgot to get me a Christmas card. And y'all, I thought I got him one, but I didn't find it. I must have forgotten too. That's okay. You know, it's okay. Things happen. Things happen. All right, this does pretty good with the Mod Podge. But don't let things get you upset or because, you know, it's just a day. It's just a day. And you always have Jesus. Because he doesn't leave us alone. Always got the Lord to keep you company. All right, y'all, that might have to be trimmed off just a little bit. I'm going to press that down a little bit. And really, you can iron these too. I'm going to try to just press it. This is a thicker paper, remember. It's a thicker paper. So it takes a little bit more time. You want to use a plastic bag or something to press it down. This is good because the heat in your hand is making it stick. Just like that. I'm going to take some of those little snowflakes I just had. Okay, I think I've got one more over here. I should have grabbed those out of the freezer. Sorry about that. I've got one more right here. Okay, let's take some of those. All right, let's take a little bit of our ice crystals, which is by Pentart. It's a little glitter. Y'all know I don't like a lot of glitter, but I like this because it doesn't get on everything. Let's see if this brush will work. Might can use the same one. Let's see if I can. All right. Let's put a little bit of glitter on there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get another brush off because this one's a little stiff and I didn't wash the stuff out quick enough. It does have a little glue in it, so be careful washing this. You don't really want to wash it in your sink. Let me get another old one. I've got tons of old brushes, and that's what I keep them for, is just to use for stuff like this. Let's put a little snow in our background too. So let's take a little snow and just put a little glitter right in here. Y'all know I don't like that glitter as much. I'm okay with this. This really does not flake off, so this is not bad at all. This is not bad at all with the bags. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little bit up in here. It's just going to give it just a little bit of some glitter without being too heavy. So can you see the glitter? Can y'all see it? Just a little bit of glitter. All right, I'm gonna leave them like that. They're looking up at the sky. I just love them. They're so stinking cute. So let's dry these. It is Pentart. You can get it from Mara, from the Retail Therapy by Mara. That's who I buy mine from. Mara's one of my friends, so I just buy it from her. And it's better to use you some kind of glue because they can pop off. Y'all, this glue's jammed again, so let me see if I can get it off. I don't know what's going on with all the glues, but they're all jamming. I figured that was going to happen. Let's put it right here. We'll just use what we need. I'm going to put a couple of these snowflakes right up here. I'm just going to use that glue in my fingers. I'm just going to put a couple on the back. They say you should use an odd number. You do you. I don't really worry about making sure it's odd, even, whatever. You can use whatever you like. Just simple and cute. Now, we could take that ribbon and we can put that for the back, and then it can hang with the ribbon. So I'm going to let it dry. I'm afraid I'll mess it up, but I'm just going to take the little ribbon and put it on the back, and that's going to be our little hanger. Or you can put a little block on the back and make it a shelf sitter. Look how cute. Just something simple. Put a little snowflake in her hand. And then if you want some more of that glitter on there, you can put a little bit more of that. You can put that on their hat or whatever you want to do. You could put some berries on there and fix that up. See this little part of a tree here? You could put some berries, some greenery. I think I'm going to put just a little bit of greenery on his hat. All right, let's take him a little, this is her little hat. Let's put him right here. Let's just put him a little something. Just take a little bit of some greenery, a little bit. And that's going to dress that up a little bit. I don't think we need that. And I'm going to put this little piece there. Let's see if these look too big. Maybe one of them. Maybe just one. Just a little bit more glue. Put him a little snowball up there. Or a berry, either one you want it to be. That dressed him up a little bit. And gave it a little bit of 3D. Hold on, y'all, it's sticking in my finger. Look how cute. See how cute? Just a bag. All right, let's see what else we have. I do have this one, and this one said Happy Holidays, and this one came from the dollar store, okay? I got this in case I needed it this year to put a gift in. But we can take it and cut all the way around here. You don't have to have the Happy Holidays unless you want it. Just cut your mittens out and just use your mittens. And it's okay to have a candy stick too, because you have those in the winter. So that's another idea with that bag. And then you can take a plain frame, or you can cut these handles off, and you can use this as a background and put your little piece on it, like a little snowman or a little mitten would be cute on there. These are some little My Little Christmas that they have at Hobby Lobby. And all this will be on sale, y'all. Grab you some mittens if they have any left. They didn't have a lot of stuff left at mine, but I haven't been over there, you know, I haven't been over there in a little while. You can take these little mittens, take this little bag, take your little handles off. You got a little mitten you could stick on there. Put it in a frame, or you can use it just like this. And you could leave that string on your ribbon and hang it on there. Then you've got a cute little, you can leave it just like this. If you want to use these as shelf sitters, put you a block on the back, leave it just like this in the sack, put your little shelf sitter behind it, a little block, and just use these on your shelf for little shelf sitters, or little in your trays. Just simple. You can do some simple things like that. You could put a snowflake on there, one of the little smaller snowflakes on there, or a star, or anything that you want. I like to cut them. And make little tags. So there's your little tag. I'm just showing y'all some quick little ideas. Let's see what to do with that other little snowflake. I've got a snowflake there. And let's see, I've got some little button snowflakes. Let me show y'all. I've got all kinds of little things here. This was a little button that somebody gave me. I got that, and a heart. I've got a wood. Okay, let's try one of those. I'm going to take my little hole punch. I'm going to put me a little hole in it. This is the top part here, and it's a little bit harder to get with that little piece. Now you can take this off, so you can split it. And you can kind of peel it and take it out. So you can take that little part out. So don't be afraid to take it out. Just be careful so that you don't cut into your other piece. Take that out. Now you can put your hole punch in there. Just take the little handle out. Put your little hole. Get you some string. Let's see, I had a little piece of string. That's all right, I'll get another one. Y'all excuse me having to lean over. I got to get my string here. I got everything on my table. I just have to reach for some things. Okay, take our little string. Here now you've got some little tags to put on your gifts, or you can put them on your projects. I like a little tag on my projects, so I make a bow, then I do my little tags. And you can stamp on them, you can put little things on them, just whatever you like to do. Coffee stain them, anything like that. You can put them through this direction or the other direction, whichever is your preference. Whatever's your preference. And then you can tie your little hole. And if you can't tie it, it's not enough, just tie it like this. All you got to do. Either way that you want to do it. So then we got this little piece. And then here's a little snowflake that was a little button that somebody gave me. I don't know where they got those, but I thought it's cute on there. You could stamp it. You also could take your distressed oxide and do your ink and white. Let's just do a little vintage photo and put that on there. And we're just going to do the sides just like that. Or you can put a color if you've got a color that you want to use, just to stress it up a little bit. That's all I did. We're going to take our little button. Now you could put some little glitter on it too if you want to. Easy peasy decorating. That's right. Put a little glue on there. I love these little buttons. I have a whole set of these. See how cute that is? Simple, easy, right? I have, let's put this down here. Let's take our piece here. So here's a Valentine bag that I got one time, and I have used it because you see I've used the other side. Just trim it off, put it in a frame. You could paint this red if you want to, or a button or whatever you have, put that in the middle. Well, those are little simple ideas today. I hope that'll help you. And then make you some tags with some Valentines and hang that on there. Listen, if you don't want a bow, you don't have to put a bow, but if you want to put a bow up there, you can. Then hang this in with your bow. They're very popular to use the tags. I might just make it like grunged up the way I like it, but look how pretty it is. It looks pretty, doesn't it? So those are just some quick ideas. Same thing with this. Put your little heart bag in there. Now, if you want to put a bow on here, you can put a bow. So let this be your bottom piece. And then if you want to put a little small bow on the corner, we could do, if I do a little bow, I would do it in the creams. Just like some cream cotton and some lace and some things like that. And just put a little cream, little small bow there on the corners. Be all that I do. And you can put some of these together and they would be cute. You know what else? These are cute in a basket. So if you've got some little baskets that you had some Christmas things in and you want to reuse, you could grunge this up. If you have a primitive look or primitive kitchen, you can grunge this up, not put a jewel unless you want to. Put you something more vintage on there. A bell, even a bell works. And put these in your little basket in your kitchen. You're making them yourself, y'all, with some little bags without having to spend a lot of money.